What is going on, everybody? My name is Dr.Fixit. Yes, I am a real doctor. I'm a chiropractor and I love to fix things. Today we have an old iPod Classic. This is a 30 gig iPod Classic. It's been sitting around in my junk drawer for over 10 years. So I went into my junk drawer, pulled this thing out. There's some other things in there. We won't talk about that. This iPod has not been working for a very long time. The last time I tried to get it to work, the batteries seemed to be kaput. In other words, I plugged it in, it wouldn't hold any charge. It doesn't even have battery power to start up. So we're gonna do a comprehensive fix on this today. We're not just gonna replace the battery, but we're gonna be replacing the hard drive in this. We're going to make it into a 128 gigabit iPod. Using this rebuild kit I got all the way from China. Right here we have the new hard drive. It's technically an SSD, M.2. We have this 1800 milliamp battery. If you know the original battery size for these iPods, it's about 300 milliamps. So this is 6 times larger than that. The first thing we're gonna need to do is tear into this thing. Let's get started. The guide I will be using today is provided by iFixit.com. I'm not sponsored by them, but they're a really great resource. First step, they say, is to make sure that the hold button is on red. And then what we're going to do is start by opening it with some special tools. There's clips on the bottom here, and then there's clips all along the side. Let's see if we can tear into this thing without damaging it. Here we go. Okay, now we get a good look inside of the iPod. Here is the battery, and then here is the hard drive. By the way, I totally think I stole this iPod from my brother. So, bro, if you're watching this, sorry. So with this kit, there's basically 3 creases you have to make in this in order to have it fit properly into the case. As you can see on the old hard drive, there's about 3 creases that have been made. So we're gonna do the same with this. First, all the way back this way. Second crease, gonna be on that white line right there. And then lastly, this one needs to be creased also toward this direction. On the old hard drive, there's a small piece of double-sided tape right there. I actually want to see if I can transfer that over. Let's see if I can. To prevent this from touching this part, we're going to use some soft double-sided command strip. I'm just going to cut it up into a couple pieces. We'll go from there. before I put it all the way back together, we're gonna plug in the battery, plug in the charging cable, and see what happens. So the charging cable for the battery is right over here, and it looks like it needs to be bent a bit to get it working. So let's bend it. Battery is plugged in. Let's plug her in and see if she works. Do you think it'll work? Here we go. I see a spark of life. Oh, there it is. Connect to your computer. Oh yeah, that's a very good sign, guys. That all snaps in very nicely. I'm gonna switch over to the computer now. On the computer, you'll see an option that says Restore iPod. That's really all you need to do is just go over to Restore, and you just click Restore. Now it's gonna do the firmware update. The cool thing also about having an SSD is that there's no more clicking. That was a pretty quick restore. That's a very good sign. Now we just have to make sure it's 128 gigs that's showing through. Look at that, capacity at 119.11 gigabytes. Folks, this thing has officially been restored and fixed. All right, guys, the next thing we have to do is just put some music on here. So we're gonna do that and test out, make sure that the headphone jack and everything is working like it should. So the headphone jack works just fine. The next thing I'm gonna test is the battery life. I'm expecting this thing to last a long time. Let's see just how long it lasts. The ChinaPod officially died around 3 or 4 a.m., which means this thing lasted 42 hours. Oh my gosh, 42 hours. And that's not just me, putting it to sleep before I went to bed. That's non-stop music playing. This thing is a beast. I got one little extra thing here I want to show you guys. Just, because I can. So I got it charged up again. I put some movies on here, but I didn't just put any movies on here. I put all of the Harry Potter movies. That's right. All Harry Potter movies. I put all of the Lord of the Rings movies on here. Of course, you got Shrek. And then we also have all of the Star Wars movies on here. Why? Because I can. That's why. We'll go to the Return of the King. It's probably going to be like really widescreen. And this is, by the way, the extended edition. There you go, guys. Lord of the Rings extended edition on an iPod. You can barely see the screen. Look how wide that screen is. Hey, look, I figured out how to do widescreen. It's over here in settings. I just have to go back, video settings, and put it on widescreen. It's so freaking awesome, I love it. Dingpods ain't got nothing on me. Heck, let's go to the Phantom Menace. Here we go. Oh, it even has chapters. What? Let's see if I can skip to the next chapter. I can. Look at that. Oh my goodness. If you look at the screen, it really barely took up all that much space. We have so much space to work with. I'm not gonna need to fill this whole thing up with music or, my entire video library, but I just think it's so cool that you can take something that had only a 30 gig capacity and a very short battery life and make it into this today. I'm gonna go ahead and see how long the battery lasts with playing videos the entire time. Probably be less, of course, but I just want to see what it is. We'll see you guys in a second. So after playing movies on this non-stop, the iPod lasted a total of 10 full hours. That was with the brightness about halfway up. That's a lot of time. My phone can't even last 10 full hours in a day. What am I going to do with this? Literally, what am I going to do with this? This thing is so old. I have an idea. I guess we can keep just buying junk that we can play this thing on. For instance, a Sony Dream Machine. This thing I picked up for the good price of $5.99. It was a steal, and it was actually in not too, it's pretty nasty. I'm gonna fix this up in the next video. Stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think we can officially call this one fixed. I think it's safe to say my brother would be proud of what I did to his iPod. This one's for you, bro. Bum bum dun 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 dun. Legolas. Bah.